What is going on, beginner gang? Okay, so it starts with the Ponziani, and this is how to play the Ponziani, as you've probably seen in the thumbnail. Anyway, so he goes for the two knights, which is pretty good, but I go right here, and this is a base. This is not basically, it is a free pawn, but he chooses not to take it, so I just attack his knight, and he jumps back, but he has a lot of squares he could go to, but he chooses to go all the way back, which I would say basically makes no sense. Anyway, so I just get my massive center. He comes and gives a check. I block the check with my bishop. He develops his knight, and now I force the bishop to take my. Well, not force it, but yeah, I didn't like the bishop right there. Anyway, so I just develop my knight, and he tries to break my center right here, and I don't know what I was thinking right here. I was thinking that I was attacking the knight, but yeah, his knight just recaptured, but I totally missed it. So he gets his queen out, and I pin his knight for a second, but then he just castles right after. So yeah, I castle too. He pins my knight to my queen, so I just move my queen. Don't want any troubles. I just recapture with my knight. He just attacks my bishop, but here I go in for this is a mating threat. He has to be very careful of that, because if he just look if he takes here, then this is mate. Yeah. So of course he doesn't take that. He defends the square, but I was just thinking like I don't know why I was thinking he would take it like this, but of course he just took with the pawn in front of the rook, because that's just activating his rook. So here he got his rook into the game, and I was hoping I could do some dookie stuff like this, because this is pinned. So if I, for example, if I let's just say he does something like this, right? Then I can go here, and he can't capture here, because yeah, it's pinned. Look at this, it's pinned. And then he would do something like probably move the king or something, and then I just take here, and he probably doesn't recapture. Anyway, I was thinking it would be pretty good like that, but then he just defends this pawn because he saw the danger, and I just moved my knight because I was thinking it's not defended right here, but if he takes here, I'm just gonna take here. So I thought that was pretty good. So he just defends the knight, and I was just thinking like, all right, let's just recapture, because I think I'm pretty good in the end game. I think the engine thinks so too. I have a pretty high accuracy, so we're just trading down, and I push my pawn because now I can get my king out, but he doesn't want that to happen, so now we just trade. We do some back and forth, but anyway. So I bring my king to the game, and I don't know what he was doing right here. No, not here, right here. I don't know what the point of this was. I think he wants to come around this way, but that's not possible, because... Or maybe he wants to... Oh yeah, he wants to come like this, because this square is... Yeah. But then I just shouldered him and just took both of his pawns. And here he should have just went down to try to get this. Okay, look at this. Because okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he could have just gotten that pawn, and then he had to move. But he would have had a much larger chance if he just went for that. But he tried to like get to me or something like that. Really dumb. But I just collected all of his pawns at this point, and he just resigned. So yeah. Game number 2. Okay, so this is the Hikaru Khan exchange variation. So he comes in here, and I've never seen this move before. But I was just thinking it's definitely not good to take here, because then he just develops his knight or his bishop for free. So we're still going for book moves. But I just pin his knight, and he unpins himself, and I just develop my knight too. He develops his bishop, and I've heard Gotham say something like, if they move a bishop that's already defending something like this, then you should just recapture right after, so the bishop makes 2 moves like this. Yeah, then you just gain a tempo. Here, I don't know what I was thinking right here, to be honest, but he doesn't take it. He has look, I have 1 defender, and he has 2 attackers. Honestly, I don't know what's happening, but he misses it, so I just take the pawn, and that's also an attack on the bishop. So I bring my queen. I think, yeah, I should have probably gone something like this. something like that. But so we just trade pieces. He moves his bishop because it was undefended at this square at c4, and I just push this pawn. Please don't tell me why. I don't know why the computer likes this move, but it looks like it's just giving up a pawn. Anyway, so he moves his rook. Oh, sorry, knight, and I just develop my bishop and activating my rook. That's so he moves his queen, and I just take the knight right here, because then he has to open up for. How is that a great move? Anyway, okay, so I get my rook into the game, and he comes down with this rook on the 7th file. That looks pretty dangerous, so I was just thinking, let's just, okay, I'll take a pawn, you can take a pawn. Then he attacks my my knight, and I just attack his rook, and I take this this bishop right here, and he recaptures, and I capture it back. And I was thinking this is gonna be some really easy pawns to get. And what do? I just see pawn, I take here, he takes here, I take here. But of course it doesn't work like that. So I take here, and that's checkmate. Yeah. I don't know how this guy got a so high rating, because look at this. This is 85.7, 84, 90, 86. So what this is saying is basically that I have a higher accuracy than him. Look, 84, that's one difference, and here it's like 4 difference. So I'm like 3 higher accuracy like at this, and up here it says 80 and 88. Wow. It gives him a rating of 1550, and me a rating of 1350. But anyway, that was a pretty good game, I'd say. I'm pretty happy with that, actually, because it says always, all of my games says that I'm like an 1100, 13, 14, 1500 rated player. So I think I'm gonna climb the rating ladder pretty quickly. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.